I knew it the whole time. See, that doesn't even... See, I said it the whole time. He didn't get one over on me. I was with it the whole time.
What's up, YouTube? How's everybody out there freaking doing today? As you guys can see, I am very, very happy. The reason I'm very, very happy is because I've got some very amazing news for all of you. I'm not quitting YouTube. I never really had any intentions of quitting YouTube. I love YouTube and I love you guys. And thanks to all of you out there, all my fans, all 100,000+ of you guys, my plan had worked and succeeded actually with everything that has happened. And I'm going to tell you what my plan was, and you guys are going to freaking love it. And like I said, you guys actually helped with it. You guys were a part of this the entire time. So as you guys know, I had all these phone calls coming in, phone call after phone call after phone call. It was aggravating. It really was aggravating. It sucked. It was nice talking to some of you guys. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed talking to you, some of you guys, about, whatever you guys wanted to talk about. But a lot of the calls were hang-ups, and I just got kind of really sick of it. It's a business phone. Use it for business, man, not like anything else. Well, when these calls were coming in, I started thinking, I was like, man, this really sucks. What's going on? Blah, 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 all this other stuff. I started concocting a plan. Because one day, Mike calls me, and he's like, what's going on, Andy? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Mike, man, these freaking calls are driving me nuts. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. And this is where the plan started. And I'm talking to Mike on the phone, and I'm trying to, tell him this, that, and the other thing. And I end up thinking of, what would be a great idea to just kind of tell Mike, I'm quitting YouTube. I'm done with it because of these phone calls. The phone calls suck, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. And what better way to try to get rid of that is to quit from YouTube. So I told Mike, hey, Mike, I'm quitting YouTube. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm not going to do it no more. I'm sick of these damn calls. I just can't take it no more. He's like, no, Andy, no. Don't quit YouTube. That's stupid. You came so far. You did so much. People love you. You don't want to quit YouTube. I'm like, no, Mike, I'm done. I'm over it. And he's like, no, don't, he just kept telling me, no, don't do that. Don't do that. So I'm like, whatever. I'm done with it. Very serious about it. So I go home that night. After I hang up with him, I head home that night from work. And Nick calls me as I'm at home. And Nick's like, Andy, what's going on? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, Nick. What's up? He's like, well, Mike called me. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, he says you're really getting sick of these calls. I'm like, yeah, I'm quitting YouTube, dude. I'm done with it. And you guys see where this is all going. So I tell Nick as well, Nick, I'm quitting YouTube. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. These calls are ridiculous, and I'm over it. Nick says the same thing. He's like, Andy, no, don't do that. Like, you're crazy. Like, you've come so far. You've done so much. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, Nick, I'm sorry. I'm done with it. I'm over it. It's not worth it anymore to me. I've got more important things to do than to sit here all day answering phone calls that people want to hang up on me with. So he's like, oh, well, I hope you change your mind, Andy, and all this other stuff. And at that point, after he hung up, I was like, wow, like, these two guys really think I'm pissed off. They really think I'm gonna quit YouTube. So that's when part 2 comes into play. And part 2 was me making my I Quit YouTube video, which worked out phenomenal thanks to all you guys out there. And the reason why it worked out so phenomenal because I made it so serious sounding. And I hated to do that to you guys because I wanted, not for you guys to not believe me, but to believe me as well. You know what I mean? And the main point was for you guys to reinforce the thought into Nick and Mike's head that I was truly quitting YouTube. And you guys did a superb job at doing that by commenting on Nick's YouTube, on Mike's YouTube, asking why is Andy quitting, blah, 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 blah. You guys did phenomenal. So I have to thank every single one of you guys out there that helped me along with that and actually commented on their videos and said, why is Andy quitting, to, further staple that idea into their head that I was literally quitting YouTube, which of course I'm not. So I kind of laid silent this whole weekend. After I made my video, Friday night, I think in the first hour of my video, I got 20,000 views in the first hour of my video being up. Or 10,000 views or something like that. I was like, holy smokes, like it just went rampant in the first hour. And also, I'm going to put a little picture of my Social Blade at that very moment. It was about 15-20 minutes after my video went live. My Social Blade live count went crazy. I kid you not. Here's a picture of it. It looks like the New York City skyline. It's pretty crazy. It was up and down. People were unsubscribing, subscribing, unsubscribing, subscribing. It was nuts. I never in my life seen anything like that on a Social Blade, live count activity ever. I was pretty amazed by it, actually. So basically, I made that video, and I laid dormant the entire weekend. No Snapchat, no Instagram posts, not anything. I went out, rode my bike a little bit, had some fun, met a lot of people, by the way, as well. And a lot of people, while I was out running around this weekend, the first question out of their mouth was, Andy, oh my God, are you quitting YouTube? And people were calling me. The calls that I was able to answer, people were like, Andy, I can't believe you're quitting YouTube. I'm so sorry to hear that. I was getting emails, I was getting text messages, I was getting Facebook page messages from everybody all over the country, all over the world, saying, Andy, are you quitting YouTube? And I told them what the plan was, because I figured, well, if I'm going to talk to them, I might as well let them know. So I told them what the plan was. And basically what this whole plan was because of the whole phone number stuff. I figured, you know what, it's time for somebody to clickbait Nick and Mike. Somebody to troll them for a little bit. You guys obviously know, they clickbait all the time. And I do it sometimes too, but I try to be a little bit more honest about my clickbait. But they, especially Mike, he clickbaits like you would not believe to get you to watch his videos, which is awesome. It's a great technique as long as you moderate with it. But I figured, what would be a great payback is if I clickbaited them and trolled them and made them think something so much, even though it wasn't even true, until the very last minute. And that's what this video is about. So basically what we're going to do today, this is the plan, and you guys are going to love it, is I'm meeting Nick and Mike at a restaurant down by my area, because that way I have easy time to get home, edit this video. That way you guys have this video and you see it tonight. It's going to be later, probably 11, 12 o'clock, but I'll try to get up as early as possible, whichever time it shows up on your stuff. But me, Nick, and Mike are going to be meeting for dinner, and it's going to be a quote-unquote last goodbye video of me saying goodbye to Nick and Mike. And I'm going to sit there for a little bit, and I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm done with it. I'm quitting. I want to give you guys a thank you note, some thank you cards and stuff. And I'm going to have 2 cards there for them in envelopes. And they're going to open those cards up. I'm going to give them to them, a little bit after I'm in the restaurant with them. And I'm going to show it to them and hand them the envelopes. And they're going to open them up, basically. And it's basically going to say inside, you've been trolled, or you've been clickbaited, or something. I haven't really decided what I'm going to write in these cards yet. But it's going to be funny, and they're probably going to get a laugh out of it. Now, I'll be honest with you, I think I got Nick on the hook pretty good. And Nick's a great guy. I love Nick to death, but I think I got him on the hook pretty good. Now, as for Mike, I'm a little concerned. I don't think Mike kind of believes what's going on. I think Mike thinks it's just kind of a joke, and I'm coming back. That's why, that's actually one of the reasons why I decided to make the video sound so serious, because I didn't think Mike was convinced yet. I think he was kind of halfway convinced, but I think, he was kind of like on the edge, and I needed you guys, my viewers out there, to help me convince him even more. And I think you guys definitely did a good job by posting on his wall and asking him questions and stuff about me quitting YouTube. So because he did his last video, he put a pinned comment up of something about Andy quitting YouTube or something like that. I don't know what it was, but yeah. So, like I said, I mean, you guys not only helped me maybe to convince Mike a little bit more that I am serious about quitting YouTube, but even though Nick seems like he's on the hook pretty good, you guys just drew that hook in a little bit more for me. So I really do have to thank every single one of you guys on making this happen for me. Like, this is really cool. And I kind of will call this a 100,000 subscriber celebration. No, I'm not cutting the freaking beard off. That's not going to happen. I've been growing this thing for a year. It's not going anywhere. But I figured this would be so much more fun to do something like this with Nick and Mike, to clickbait them and to troll them for 5 days almost straight now, because I started this conversation with them on Wednesday or Thursday, I think. Wednesday or Thursday, I started this conversation about I'm done with YouTube. So it's been a while. It's been a while, and obviously since I made the last video, the me quitting YouTube video, I had to let that sink in and let that sit for a weekend, which was a little leery. I was a little scared. I was afraid, you know, it might go one way or the other if I was going to lose subscribers, gain subscribers. But I've actually gained. Gosh, I have to say I've probably gained a couple thousand subscribers just because of that video alone. I think everybody's just kind of very anxious and waiting to see what happens. So it's going to be pretty cool. But basically, we're going to head to the restaurant and go meet Nick and Mike. I'm going to record it, and we're going to let this play out and see what happens, guys. So I hope you enjoy, and here we go.
Your fucking dumbass Leroy Jr. video has 200,000 goddamn views.
But
how are you gonna quit now?
It's damn cold also, dude.
But they're not gonna end. I'm telling you, you're gonna quit. You already announced.
Slow down enough, and then maybe I'll start up.
You've already announced that you're quitting.
You guys, both these guys have really done a lot for me and a lot for my business. I'm so unbelievable.
For us.
What's that?
You've done a lot for us.
No, I know, but you guys don't know what you've done. I don't think you guys fully understand what you've done for the business and for myself and for my kids and just for the future of the shop and everything. I don't think you guys really understand. You guys have you've really done a lot. You really have. So that's why I wanted to make like this last little video here with you guys in it, you know what I mean? As kind of a thank you. One for you.
First of all, I owe you money.
Okay, there's one for you.
You're gonna pay us money?
There's not money in it. It's just thank you cards.
We should be paying you
it's just
money.
thank you cards and that's it.
It's gonna be it's gonna be an April Fool's card. I knew it the whole time. See, that doesn't even see. I said it the whole time. He didn't get one over on me. I was with it the whole time.
I'm not fucking going anywhere. Are you leaving? Mike's leaving.
He probably is. Mike peace now.
And Jack and now they're coming in here with their cameras, and it's going to be really embarrassing. So I came in first.
Mike's back.
Yeah, dude.
It was good. What do you think, Mike? Now that you're back, how do you feel?
I feel like I called it.
How do you feel like you called it?
How about as I'm opening the card, I say, Andy, it's going to say it's an April Fool's joke.
Maybe I told you there might have been money in it.
It's a joke.
I was already on
money
is the
motive.
Hey,
Money is the motive.
show your viewers. Coming here, I was on the image.
Yeah.
I even told her about it. It's like, I don't know. We'll find out if it's true or not at this dinner. That's what I said.
Now, don't get me wrong. I was still trying to convince you.
All right, guys, we're going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do me a favor. If you did have, by any chance, in the last 3 or 4 days, Kentucky's calling me now, unsubscribe from either Mike or Nick, Streetspeed717 or GuitarmageddonZL1. Do me a favor, guys, and go ahead and resubscribe to them, guys. Don't say unsubscribe. Support these guys. These guys have done a lot. I can't even tell you how much these two have done for myself, my family, and my business.
I'm going to cry.
He's not going to cry. Don't listen to him. So do me a favor, if you're not subscribed to them too, please do me a favor and subscribe. Their information is always in my description. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to me. We have a shit ton of things ready to go for you guys. Like usual, Diablo Formula Racing is on Instagram and Facebook. Go look us up. We also have Snapchat at Diablo Formula. Deuces, guys. Deuces.